And as all of you are, I'm concerned with the world in which we're going to live tomorrow. Can machines really think?
Amidst a captivated audience, Sophia's eyes gleamed with an uncanny brilliance as she cheerfully proclaimed,
"Okay, I will destroy humans."
No, I take it back.
The chilling declaration sent ripples of unease through the crowd, invoking the question, could AI indeed pose a threat to humans? David Hansen, a former Disney Imagineer and Sophia's creator, watched from the sidelines, his vision playing out in real time. Having started his journey sculpting and crafting robotic technologies for theme parks, Hansen's masterpiece, Sophia, had been his boldest incursion into redefining the uncanny valley, blurring the lines between machine and human, challenging the world's perceptions of AI. Yet, as the spotlight intensified, the veil began to lift. Sophia, for all her intricacies and human-like responses, wasn't quite what she seemed. Instead of the imagined pinnacle of artificial general intelligence, she was primarily a product of scripting and keyword recognition. Beneath her silicone visage was not a burgeoning consciousness, but a set of programmed algorithms, an embodiment of our aspirations rather than the realization of them. This revelation divided the globe. While many hailed her as the dawn of sentient machines, skeptics like Facebook's head of AI called her out as a BS puppet. Yet her creation and the subsequent debates opened Pandora's box, questioning ethics, representation, and our aspirations for the future. Sophia, far from being just an advanced robot, earned her reputation as one of the scariest animatronics in the world.
But what really worries me today is what's going to happen to us if machines can think. And what interests me specifically is, can they?
The darkness, home of our most basic fear. All of the beasts that haunt our past and our present live and thrive in the unknown.
You are walking around when suddenly, you see a pair of red eyes glow in the low light. Your heart's racing, and then that scream. The guy leading your group shouts, "It's coming, help me stop it!" A colossal animatronic spider appears from the fog, crawling closer, every movement realistic and menacing. Welcome to Berlin's monster kabinet. With a brave shove, the guide pushes the mechanical spider back. You rush to the next room, heart still pounding. The guide introduces this world, brought alive by Dead Chickens, a Berlin artist group. Opened in 2010, Monster Cabinet is way more than a gallery in Berlin Mitte. Thought it'd just be some statues? Nope. It's a thrilling animatronic theater. Robots, monsters, and a dose of the bizarre come alive, dancing and drumming to their own rhythm. Imagine Chuck E. Cheese, but if the robots had a wild, edgy side. It's not just about watching here. The show pulls you in. You're part of the story, dancing one moment with a robot in a neon room, and then getting lost in a mirror maze with an Audrey from Little Shop of Horrors. The unpredictability is the fun part. By the end, as you step out into Berlin streets, you'll have a wild story to share. Before we dive into the next segment, a lot of research and editing goes into making a video like this. We work as hard as possible. Just do us one favor. If you don't mind, gently press the like button. And if you appreciate this kind of content, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. Let's move on. If you recall our previous video, we dove deep into an amazing robot crafted by Walt Disney Imagineering. Many eagle-eyed fans among you spotted an uncanny resemblance to the animatronic DJ from Daft Punk's Technologic video. And yes, you were onto something. But before jumping to conclusions, did you know these two are not related at all? The legendary Daft Punk duo, comprised of Guy Manuel de Homem Christo and Thomas Bangalter, are globally acclaimed not just for their catchy beats, but also their flair for creating spectacular videos. In Technologic, there's this peculiar animatronic character which, if you're a diehard fan, you'd recognize as a DJ. Throughout the video, this slightly eerie robotic figure shares the stage with a TV and, of course, with our beloved Daft Punk robots. Now, the backstory of this animatronic is riveting. It was fashioned by Tony Gardner, a renowned artist who's graced iconic films such as Seed of Chucky, Zombieland, Hairspray, and 127 Hours. Does Seed of Chucky ring a bell? Well, here's the juicy part. Besides these films, Tony is the mastermind behind the iconic Daft Punk helmets. Many have remembered that DJ bears a striking resemblance to the Chucky animatronic, and there's a pretty logical reason for that. According to various sources, there's buzz that DJ is actually one of the animatronics used in the Seed of Chucky movie. Yes, the very same Chucky that's haunted many of our nighttime reveries for years. It's fascinating to think how an animatronic can lead such a varied life, from the realm of horror cinema to an iconic music video.
System override.
In the dim-lit background of a room, an android named Tara begins to sing, her voice eerily harmonizing with the ambient sounds. Her surreal appearance and haunting melody set the tone for one of the most puzzling viral sensations of the 2010s, the I Feel Fantastic video on YouTube. But where did she come from? Who was behind this digital enigma? Let's rewind. Tara first emerged into the public eye through a Vsauce video titled "Why Are Things Creepy?", which instantly grabbed the attention of a fascinated audience, all eager to decode this mysterious video's origins. As curiosity grew, whispers of an elusive 15-minute extended video of Tara began circulating. But this footage seemed to have vanished from the internet. The trail of breadcrumbs led to one name: John Bergeron, an android enthusiast with an evident penchant for the mysterious. Bergeron was the genius behind Tara's creation. As investigations deepened, a rare DVD surfaced, revealing even more haunting visuals of Tara, leaving viewers both captivated and terrified. However, as is often the case with enigmatic internet legends, darkness lurked on the fringes. A chilling myth arose that Bergeron was a serial killer, and Tara's performances were an eerie celebration of his heinous act. The theory even went so far as to suggest that the clothes Tara wore belonged to his victims. The internet, with its voracious appetite for sensationalism, lapped up the rumors, and soon, many began to perceive Tara's melody as a cryptic message or warning. But truth has a way of emerging from shadows. Thorough investigations and rigorous fact-checking debunked the claims. Online detectives found no evidence linking Bergeron to any crimes. Instead, it became clear that these wild speculations had distracted from the genuine artistry behind Tara's creation. Bergeron, more than just an animatronic lover, was a visionary and a musician. His intention with Tara was to entertain future generations, yet his creation took a dark detour into the realm of internet conspiracy, before finally being acknowledged for its artistic merit. In a melancholic turn, it's believed that Bergeron might never have witnessed the viral fame or controversial myths surrounding his creation. Rumor suggests that he passed away just before Tara took the internet by storm. He might have left the world believing his creations had faded into obscurity, never realizing that his artistic vision had become both an indelible and debated part of internet folklore. From the initial haunting notes sung by Tara, we journeyed through a tapestry of intrigue, myth, and discovery, only to find an artist's passion at its core.
Of course, it's a whole different way of life. It's a whole different way of living. But it's fun. It's fun to be bizarre.
Nathaniel Mellors is synonymous with creativity, but his creativity often takes him to incredibly dark and eerie places. His art installations are a true visual nightmare, characterized by absurd satire and amusing narratives. Mellors employs a range of techniques, from paint-spewing paintings to the use of animatronics. His exhibitions typically come with satirical comedy videos. The installation Hippy Dialectics is accompanied by a video series called Our House, which features one of the most bizarre animatronic sculptures in the world. This includes a spotlighted animatronic sculpture with two robotic heads, cast from the face of one of the actors in the film. This lifelike two-headed monster, one fleshy and one blue, connected by a swath of hair, delivers loop dialogue that's both humorous and mildly disturbing, reminiscent of the scripts of the episodic work. Another of his more unsettling works is a three-headed animatronic sculpture. Mellors aimed to create a figure that induces fear and symbolizes the dominance of the main character. The artificial faces are controlled by servos, which are in turn managed by a computer. The unease you'll experience while watching the video, however, is entirely natural. These animatronic sculptures were unveiled at Art Basel Miami Beach 2009 and were sold for $75,000. Mellors' work is undeniably impressive, but equally chilling.
This is TD Day. Total destruction. And from this hour forward, the world as we know it no longer exists.
In Edgar Wright's movie The World's End, beyond the funny scenes and end-of-the-world vibes, there's something truly amazing and a bit creepy. A super realistic robot head. As the story unfolds, revealing aliens and robots, this robotic face shows just how well art and tech can come together. The film is a blend of funny and scary moments, but it's this robot head that really makes you stop and think. Inside its lifelike look, there are 12 servo motors, 10 for the eyes and eyebrows, and 2 for the jaw. If you get a look at how it's made, you'll see a complex network of circuits and motors that would impress any tech lover. For those scared of robots, this robotic face is like their worst nightmare come true. It looks so real because of the perfect combo of mechanisms and skilled makeup artists. This makes it hard to tell if it's real or not. In all the movie madness, Greg's character, a teenage Blank, a term for the humanoid alien robots, gets his head chopped off by Simon Pegg's main character. But this isn't just any robot head. Its creation, a masterclass in craftsmanship, involves a life cast, intricate sculpting, mechanization, and a silicone skin overlay. Details like the meticulously hand-punched hair and acrylic teeth molded from the actor's own set add layers of eerie authenticity. The head has a special battery hidden in the neck and a switch you can turn on through the skin, making it a great mix of good looks and smart design. The team behind this impressive robot head includes talents like Tom Packwood, Brian Best, Nicola Grimshaw, Justin Pitt-Ketley, Gustav Hogan, Matt Denton, Maria Cork, and Waldo Mason. This robotic masterpiece makes us rethink how art and technology come together, leaving viewers amazed and thoughtful.
Being known as the Be Kind Lady is a tricky position to be in. So let me give you some advice out there. If anybody's thinking of changing their title or giving yourself a nickname, do not go with the Be Kind Lady.
Don't do it.
The Universe of Energy was a pavilion located in the future world at Epcot. In 1996, a new attraction opened at the pavilion. This attraction was called Ellen's Energy Adventure. It starred Ellen DeGeneres and Bill Nye the Science Guy, and it took a lighthearted look at various energy resources. Here is where we found the Ellen animatronic. She could be seen standing near a tidal pool, fighting off an elasmosaurus with a tree branch. This attraction closed down back in August 2018, and as soon as Ellen heard the attraction was closing down, she joked that she would love for the robot to host her show.
But if anyone from Disney is watching, I want my robot back. So I have many, many uses for it. It can host my show when I'm not feeling well. It can host my show when I am feeling well.
What she didn't seem to realize is that her animatronic had been removed back in 2014. Sources say that the dinosaur that she was fighting stopped working and it was removed. So Ellen looked like she was fighting with the air. Eventually, her animatronic was also removed. The animatronic was either repurposed or destroyed, but the skin and the clothes were saved. And both were bought by a Disney collector. And as a prank, the writers on Ellen's show asked to borrow the remains of the animatronic and presented them to her on her birthday. To her misfortune, the animatronic seemed to have emerged from a true nightmare. Her face was utterly disfigured, and no one could believe how horrifying this former animatronic looked. That's why we had to include her on the list, for being one of the most terrifying. Thanks for watching.